Hey, what's up everybody? This is Mr. 008 here, and today I have for you episode number 39 of my Bloons TD6 Let's Play series. So in today's video we are going to be playing CHIMPS Mode on Town Center. So I am going to start this guide off with Quincy. We will see how well this works. Quincy is one of the only two heroes in the game right now that you can start with on Chimps. The only other two that there are, or the only other one that there is right now is Soda. And then you used to be able to start with Oben way back when, but then Ninja Kiwi increased his cost by $50. So that he's $650 on medium and thus $700 on hard, which makes him too expensive to start with. And Geraldo used to be cheap enough to start with as well. So we are going to start placing some more towers down. Wondering what I want to go for. Thinking of getting a Dart Monkey right around here or so. And we will see how this works. So I'm thinking of the towers that I can use in this game, and there are some times when I feel like making like expert level guides and just here's the way to do this most effectively, and there are other times when I just want to have a little bit of fun and just think of a tower to work with and just work with it and have fun. So yeah, and I'm feeling more towards the second of those ways right now. So we're going to go straight to a crossbow right here, and thinking of what else I can get and how that would contribute to my strategy. So remember that there's no monkey knowledge in Chimps Mode. We are not able to farm or anything like that. So that is something important to take and keep note of. So we are going to make sure that we remember that. And right now I'd say that this crossbow is doing a pretty decent job for us. And that reminds me, as we transition into the fourth tier, the sharpshooter, that the sharpshooter has been buffed a few times recently. Both in terms of having a more steady, less RNG-based crit rate, as well as having faster attack speed, as well as a faster projectile speed, so that's less likely to miss its targets. And also it gets a slight range increase, like we saw just there. So yeah. The next thing that we definitely need to be focused on is lead popping power, and there is a pretty easy way to get some lead popping power that we will be able to use, and we are going to get that right now, and that is an alchemist. So we will put the alchemist up there for a little bit more range, like maximization or optimization. And yeah, I'm feeling pretty good about this strategy going forward. So I did see that my video from last night, as of when I am recording this, my video from last night about my late game strategy on Chimps Mode on Off the Coast did get a overall positive reception, so I'm glad that I was able to put out content that was like popular, at least relative to the rest of my content. So I'm just happy about that overall, and thanks to all of you who watched that and gave the video a like and subscribe to the channel. I just want to say that, and I am definitely happy to continue to like diversify my content going forward in terms of what game modes I play and what maps I try out and things like that. And of course, I'm thinking about other games and other series that I can start. I have not forgotten about my 3,000 subscriber special. It may seem like I forgot about it, but I did not. And I am thinking about basically the finishing touches of what I want to do with that. And I think that anytime I remember to film and have the time to, with that video idea that I have for my subscriber milestone, I will be able to do that as soon as possible, or whenever I am able to. So looks like we cannot get a village there, unfortunately, but I will get a village right here, because that Moab did almost get through, and we had to use our ability for Quincy. Speaking of which, let's use that ability again just to make that a little bit easier, and more smooth sailing for us. And let's get that jungle drums right there. And I am thinking of what else I can get and what else I may need. So I do have plenty of money to work with in the case that I do need to get something more soon. So next Moab is coming in 4 rounds. It looks like for those fortified ceramics, we are doing just fine. Let's use Quincy's rapid shot right there, and we do pop the ceramics pretty smoothly.
Yes.
And we have just a couple rounds left. So I am thinking of what I can get from here. So let's see what we would like to get. I'm thinking maybe something like a Druid of the Jungle, just to catch any stray ceramics or anything similar. So I'll get that, and we will also get the Heart of Vengeance for the increased attack speed, and use Quincy's rapid shot once again. And we will see how we do going forward on round 50. So we have 2 Moabs this round, including some, or rather in addition to those ceramics right there. But with this Druid, we are doing substantially better. And it is time to get our next tower, Crossbow Master, right there. And I am going to get primary training for even better range. We do have a few blind spots that this Crossbow Master cannot see, but for the most part, we are well covered, I would say. There's the 4th tier Alchemist, and we will get the faster throwing, because that is the better crosspath when you have a tower that is shooting as fast as the Crossbow Master is. That way the buff can be reapplied sooner relative to when it expires. The middle crosspath would help still, but from my tests that I have conducted, as well as other people's tests that I've watched, 401 is better when you have fast shooting towers, whereas if the towers don't shoot that fast but you have more of them to buff, 420 is the better crosspath for your Alchemist. So take a look at that range, guys, with this village. Even when the Alch buff is not active, we have basically full map coverage except for right at the entrance and right at the exit. So I would say that I am pretty happy about that. So I'm thinking what else I can get, and I do definitely have an idea.
BFB incoming!
So let me get a spike factory right around here. and we are going to upgrade this along the middle path like that, and we will be able to use this ability especially for Moabs, because while the Crossbow Master is pretty good against Moabs in the mid-game, once the ramping starts and there are lots more ZOMGs and DDTs and all of that, and against the bad balloon on round 100, this guy starts to fall off a little. So that's where this Spike Factory will come into play. And the 4th tier is pretty good. The Spike Storm and even getting multiple Spike Storms can be pretty helpful. That being said, the 5th tier, the Carpet of Spikes, used to not be worth its cost. It used to just be basically twice as powerful as a 4th tier.
BFB incoming!
Like, close to 6-7 times the cost, including prerequisite upgrades. Because it used to just basically be the 4th tier, but also with a passive spike deployment all over the track, just like the active ability, as frequently as the active ability. But now the 5th tier has increased range, it shoots thrice as fast, and each spike pile does like 3 times as much damage as well, so it's like 9 times as powerful, at least with its base attack, and its ability is about thrice as strong as well because of the spikes being thrice as powerful. So, I am thinking that that may be a pretty good tower to go for as well. And even against Super Ceramics, it's not half bad. It's not meant to pop Super Ceramics, but it's not bad against them either. So I think that that would be another pretty good tower to go for, and that is what we are going to get. So we are almost into the mid-70s. Round 76 is coming up with all those regrowth ceramics. And round 78 with the 75 ceramics and the 75 camo ceramics. Separate from that, at the end of the round, is also coming up. But I think we got it covered with the Crossbow Master. I mean, this tower has immense range. It has crit shots pretty frequently and consistently. No RNG. No dependency on chance. We can target it, we can shoot down straight lines almost, at least in certain spots, like right around here, almost a straight line along the track, and then right here, almost a straight line along the track as well, plus over here, and over here as well, so that will be pretty nice. Round 76, no big deal. And so yeah, with that taken out of our way, taken care of, I'm thinking round 78 will not be a problem at all either. So, and we have plenty of money to work with if we need something like a recursive cluster or whatever, and we can just get camo in the village if we do need something like that. But if the 75 normal ceramics aren't a problem, then the 75 camo ceramics shouldn't be a problem either, because everything has camo detection already except for the Druid of the Jungle and the Alchemist. But the Crossbow Master is doing most of the popping, plus we have Quincy's abilities, the Spike Factory, and all of that as well. Not that the Spike Factory would do much against 75 camo ceramics, because it's a Moab popping tower, but it is still there if we need it, as is about $35,000, but we didn't need it, so no need to sweat about that anyway. So we're almost to the ZOMG on round 80, and this will be a good chance to show how the Crossbow Master fares against larger Moab class
ZOMG
so
incoming!
Let's take a look right here. 299,000 pops or so at the beginning of the round. ZOMG layer is about to pop with a little help from Quincy, and overall, not bad, but that's only one ZOMG. I mean, round 87 has like 4 or 5 of them to deal with, and then round 94 has quite a few more, and then we have quite a few more than that in 96 and 98. But that's where the Carpet of Spikes comes in, and I'm glad I got it, so I can show you how good this tower is. Take a look at how fast this tower is shooting, even just the normal spike piles, and then, of course, the passive ability is really good as well. These fortified BFBs are not giving us any trouble. Our defense is not showing any signs of giving way to the Bloons. And yeah, I'd say we are in a good spot now. And we still have more money to work with if we need it. And that will continue to increase as time goes on. So, looking at round 85 will give us a good indication of how good the Carpet of Spikes is against Moabs, especially bigger Moabs. That ZOMG is already more than 80% now, and then it just popped. So, I'd say with that in mind, and we're not even using the active ability, this is just the passive ability that activates itself once every like 15 seconds. Let me actually count. It's about maybe more like 20 seconds, because that was a little bit over 6 seconds, almost 7 real time. And when the game is sped up, it's triple its normal speed, so maybe it's once every 20 seconds rather than 15. But either way, I'd say it's still pretty good.
Is that all you got?
We have nothing to worry about, I would say. And DDTs, we have the active ability if needed, but even so, I think that at least on rounds 90 and 93, we will not have to worry about pressing any buttons. Just to keep our defense going strong. But we will have the ability for rounds 95, 99, and of course the big Bloon levels, 94, 96, and 98. So, first DDTs are going to be showing up next round. Quincy is already level 17. I forget when Quincy gets that third arrow, or if that's only a Battles 2 thing. But I think he was buffed a couple updates ago to shoot a third arrow, starting at somewhere between level 16 and 19 or so.
Is that all you got?
That will help as well, especially because he deals quadruple damage to Moabs at this point. So we are starting to see the Bloons get farther, but then again, we have not used any abilities and we have more money. So let's just keep on going and see how we do. And I can't even get something like an overclock or something else of that nature. Unfortunately, overclock does not work on the abilities for Spike Storm or Carpet of Spikes anymore. I think Ninja Key had to get rid of that synergy or whatever in the game because of issues with some kind of issue with like stacking, causing a lot of lag, like too many projectiles on the screen, something of that nature. So yeah, I'm thinking what else we may be able to get for cleanup. We could get maybe some kind of yeah, the Bloons are getting pretty far, but not like they're not making me nervous or anything. Again, that was without the active ability, so I'm thinking maybe we can get something like icicles or something like that. I'm not sure that's going to do very much, but we will get that, and we will also get the camo on the village because we are starting to see like more balloons getting to the end, and I just want to have camo detection for everything. And we don't even need the ability on round 95.
Awesome.
So, it's not a lot of cleanup, but it is some. Let's
Headshot.
also get a recursive cluster right there. And we will see how things are with this. And let's use the active ability right there to chip away at these BFBs and ZOMGs and just pop the Moab layers sooner so that the icicles and the crossbow master can get to work. And we are looking good, I would say. So we have 4 rounds left, and round 97 is definitely a good indicator of how you will do on round 100 if you want to know, because fortified ZOMGs have, without ramping, 8,000 health, and the bad balloon without ramping has 20,000 health. So if you pop a fortified ZOMG, by the time it gets to about there or so, then that means you have to go about 2.5 times as far to pop a bad. So if a fortified ZOMG gets from here to here, then the bad is probably going to get to around there, maybe a little farther because of the ramping for 3 more rounds. But let's use the Spike Storm ability a little bit more as well. It's looking like we do have some more issues towards the end of the track. I don't know what I should get. I don't know, to be honest, because I was not expecting this to be quite this intense. I'm just going to get a Bloon Solver, to be honest. Why not? Because Bloon Solver is OP, and we need some help, so let's just get it. And with that out of the way, I would say that we are good for the rest of the game with almost $30,000 to spare, possibly even more. And here's round 100. Let's use this and see how fast we can pop the bad. So it's already about halfway, more like 60% popped, and there we go. And let's just use Quincy's abilities because we are able to, and we only live once after all, so there we go. We were able to improvise on the fly. It's still a black border. We did not go out and back in at any point in the game. So I'd say I'm pretty satisfied. I was on the edge a little, like on the edge of my seat a little, when we got to round 98, but with the Bloon Solver, we were able to, of course, just get everything taken care of just like that. So that is going to wrap it up for today's video, you guys. Thank you all for watching, and I hope you've enjoyed. If you have enjoyed, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more interesting content. And I will talk to you all again in the next video. Peace out. P.S. Crossbow Master MVP.